She's so beautiful.
Pastor Peter, so good to see all of you today. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. Your encouragement, your kindness, your support has just been wonderful for us. Families, thank you for all the love and care you showed our mother, Jasmine. I would like to also thank my brother and sister, my brother Paul and April and his family for taking such good care of Yia Yia for so many years and for caring and loving her during this very difficult period. And I thank my sister and her family for being a support and encouragement to us. I also would like to thank my husband, daughter, and son for being here for me today and for all the help and support they've given me, along with Jonathan's wife, Elizabeth, and all of you. Pastor Peter, you've been wonderful. And Jenny, thank you so much for your support, for visiting Yia Yia in your last days, and for being encouragement and support you. Well, let me tell you about our mother, because there may be some things you didn't know about her. Our mother, Yasemi Yanolu Ziburis, Jasmine Yanolu Ziboris, was born April 27, 1934,
Wow.
in a small Greek village, the village of Lizbori, on the beautiful island of Lesbos, Greece. Her mother and father were Panayoti and Stratula Yanolu. They had 4 sons, Dimitrios, Yanis, Karalamos, and Theodorus, and 2 daughters, Maria and Yasmin. Our mother was the youngest of 6 children, and Jasmine was a surviving twin. Her twin sister, unfortunately, was stillborn, but we all believe that her life was strengthened during that time that made her a strong woman. Our mother's parents and brothers were farmers and worked the fields of olive groves that they owned. Jasmine and her sister Maria were excellent cooks and well learned in the domestic arts. The family lived through the war, and so the children's education was limited to the primary and secondary grades. Jasmine came to the United States as an 18-year-old bride after an arranged marriage between the Yanolu and Ziburis families. Our mother and father were married in 1952 and celebrated 40 years of marriage. Me and my husband just celebrated 40 years of marriage. Wow. Our father passed away in 1993. Jasmine was a faithful wife to our father, John C. Horace, and a loving mother to the 3 of us children, Julia, Tula, and Paul. Our mother worked at a restaurant that her and our father owned. Later, she worked as a homemaker, seamstress, candy maker, and was an Avon maid for 30 years. Even though she had limited English speaking skills, she learned to drive and helped us and our teachers at the schools we attended. Jasmine loved making friends, helping neighbors, and actively participating in her beloved Greek Apostolic Church community. Our father loved taking us on family trips and vacations, and she always enjoyed our travels to the beach, camping trips, Big Bear, Palm Springs, San Diego, and even Yosemite National Park. Jasmine also had the opportunity to return to her homeland of Greece several times and visited her family members on Lesbos and in Athens. The 3 of us children all had the opportunity to go to Greece with our mother, first as children and later as adults, along with some of the grandchildren. Jasmine Yasemi was skilled in cooking and the domestic arts, including Greek cooking, embroidery, sewing, and especially crocheting. I hope all of you will take a little memory favor before you leave today as a sample of the beautiful crochet that Yia Yia did for us. She made us all lovely hand crocheted home decor items and beautiful baby blankets and baby clothes. She also made delicious Greek food and desserts.
Yep.
Famous lakanaki.
Yes.
I know that. In her later years, many of her hand crocheted items were donated to many friends, family, and the greater community. She received commendations from various community organizations, including churches, pregnancy care centers, our U.S. troops abroad, and even a Veterans Families organization. Bessie was a devout Christian woman who loved the Lord and was always praying for us and others, and faithfully attended and served her Greek church for many years. Jasmine's 3 children are all married, including Julia and her husband John, Tula and her husband George, and Paul and his wife April. She was a beloved wife and mother and a much-loved grandma, Yia Yia, to her 5 grandchildren, Joy, Jonathan, Christopher, Elizabeth, and Ethan. And a great-grandmother to our sweet little baby Annabella running around here today. She was also a grandma in love to Jonathan's spouse, Elizabeth Ellis, sitting with Jonathan today, and Elizabeth's spouse, Ray, with little Annabella. Jasmine was greatly loved, honored, and treasured by us all. She will be greatly missed, and we look forward to the day when we will be reunited with her in heaven. In closing, I wanted to share 3 favorite memories I have of my mom. The first was when my mom went with me to buy my wedding dress. That was a very special day. I will always treasure that in my heart. She came with me. There were no bridezillas. It was just me and my mom. We went to a bridal shop. We picked a dress. We both agreed on it. And she bought it for me as a gift that I will always treasure. And then afterwards, we went and had Chinese food for lunch. I'll never forget that. And it was just a very special time between a mother and her daughter. The second memory I have that's very sweet is when here I was a young wife and mother, and Yia Yia came and spent the night with us so that she could help me make my first Thanksgiving dinner.
Aww.
And she, I had no idea what I was doing, but she helped me make the turkey, and we had the families over for dinner, and it came out wonderful. However, it was so complicated, I've never made another turkey since. The job went on to my mom, my mother-in-law, Grandma Carrie, and my husband John, who makes an excellent turkey. My final memory is when Yia Yia would come to stay with us on various occasions, stay with us in our home. As Paul and April took care of her, and we would help now and again, and she would come and visit. We'd go shopping, we'd go to the movies together in church, and I just will never forget this. We would take one day aside, we would go buy all the ingredients, and me and my mama would make lakanaki together.
Yes.
Eventually, Joy helped us, and another time even Elizabeth came and Joy and Elizabeth helped me and Yia Yia make the lakanaki, and they were amazing. On my deathbed, I told my husband, I want my Yia Yia's, my mom's lakanaki for my last meal.
No.
There is nothing that compares with her lakanaki.
Yeah.
You've had some before, right? Little rolls?
Yeah, they're amazing.
So again, thank you all for coming. We appreciate you, and we're so thankful that Yia Yia is no longer suffering. She's at peace with the Lord and loving the joy of the Lord at this time. Thank you.
Beautiful, Mom.